What's good, my little J Lee followers? How y'all doing? I'm chilling. I'm feeling all right. Actually, kind of having a good day. Kind of feeling chipper today. It's spring. It's overcast as usual, but we got a little bit of sky blue. My favorite color, by the way, sky blue, peeking through these clouds here in Seattle. It's spring. Seattle is a kind of a cold place, a lot, both the weather and the people. But you do what you can to be happy and stay alive, and I hope everyone else is doing that as well. We got the coronavirus hopefully backed into a corner, and we'll be in remission soon. Last I checked, about 20% of the USA, where I'm from, is vaccinated. So that's good, that's positive. Of course, we got your anti-vax people out there, conspiracy people out there, libertarians out there who have some issues with all that's been going on. I feel you guys, I get it. But for me and mine, I got my vaccine. My mom is 74. I spend time with her. I like to take care of her, and I don't want to put her life at risk. So I went and got my vaccine. It was tough, but yeah. So we're hopefully getting into remission here, and I'm excited about that. So the world can open back up again, and we can get swinging again at whatever we're gonna do with our lives. So I wish you all well in that sense. But today right now I'm gonna get into what I'm gonna talk about today, which is women playing games. Dun dun dun. Women playing games. What is a woman if she's not playing a game, right? Dating is a game, love is a game, sex is a game, everything is a game to a woman. It's funny whenever I read women talk about, I don't like guys who play games. I don't like players. No, what you don't like is guys you can't control. That's Womanese 101. That's the translation of what she's really saying. I don't like it when guys play games. I don't like players. No, you don't like guys you can't control. You don't like guys that you can easily manipulate because you want to control everything. This is what feminism is all about. It's just about control. This is what relationships are all about. They're just about control. This is what women are about. They're just about control. They want all the perks, none of the drawbacks, none of the challenges. They want everything handed to them, and they want to be put on a pedestal. This is why there's so many women who are willing to turn themselves into quote unquote divas, whether it's on social media or it's in the mainstream pop music or the mainstream movies, or so many women who are willing to do porn because it gets them off that guys are putting them on a pedestal, jerking off to them. Basically, guys are worshiping them, essentially. This is what it's all about. It's all about control. It's all about, them, solipsism, ego, right? Women are great sociopaths. They're all social. It's all about control. They want to know everything. They want to know what you're all about. They want you to put your cards on the table. And ironically, they're attracted to you when you're mysterious because they can't control you and they can't figure you out. And that makes them turned on. And this is their Achilles heel. And they act like they don't like it, but they really do. I mean, it's not that they don't like, being turned on to a mysterious guy. It's that his mystery turns them on in general. It's just what it is. So why do women play games? Women play games because this is just female nature. This is what women do. Women play games, and which is ironic because they talk about they don't like it when guys play games, but they're the ones who play games, really. Guys don't want to play games. Guys don't really want to play games. We're not into games. We're not like, the only reason guys play games is because it's effective. That's all. Guys are so straightforward. We want to do things that work. That's all. We want to do things that are actually effective. That's all. That's the only reason guys play games. If games weren't effective, guys wouldn't play them. The reason why guys play games is because games are effective. Games work on women. This is why they call it game. If you're looking at pickup artistry. They call it game for a reason. It's game because it's a game. It's all a game. It's always a game. I've said this for years and years and years. I figured this out in my 20s when I was when I got into dating full swing. It's all a game. This is what I realized. It's all a game. It's always all a game. She's trying to game you. You're trying to game her because you need to counteract her gaming you. Women are the ones who start the games, and women are the ones who keep the games going. It's what it is, because it's in their nature. Why? Because they're hypergamous. They have to play a game in a way. Well, they don't have to, but they play the game because it benefits them. They play the game because they're trying to figure out your weaknesses. They're trying to figure out if you are a good enough guy to mate with, if you're good enough to chase, if you're good enough to date, if you're good enough to open her legs to. This is why they play games, right? And it's all a game. If you think you can just go into game in general or dating in general and think you're going to be straightforward, good luck, because it ain't going to work unless you are a 10 out of 10 Chad physically, or you're just fucking rich. You have to play a game. You have to come from some kind of angle. You have to figure out push and pull. You have to figure out how to be hard to get. You have to figure out how to not put all your cards on the table, man, or else you're just she's gonna be bored, and she's gonna be like, this guy's not a challenge. This guy is just super stoic and straightforward, and I can't do anything with this guy. Like, he's not eliciting any emotions out of me because he's putting all his cards on the table. Right? So, with that established, with that said, let's talk about why games fuck everything up, right? Let's talk about why games are bullshit and why games just don't pose any benefits really to either men and women. The reason why games are fucked up is because if you're playing a game, you are not being straightforward. You are not being genuine or real. If you are playing a game, you are not being who you really are. And this is a huge, gigantic problem, really, for men, because women are going to benefit either way. Because what is their goals? Their goals are to have a baby and to have some guy take care of them financially. That's all. And I would venture to say, I mean, obviously we know the statistics, right? 50 to 60% of marriages don't work. Of the 40 to 50% of marriages that do last longer than 8 years, because 8 years is the average before the average marriage gets a divorce. The ones that do last longer than 8 years, that 40 to 50% of the ones that do last, only 25 to 30% of those ones that do last are actually fulfilling, and love is active, and they're actually happy in the relationship. This is statistics, man. You can Google it. It's what it is, right? So, totally lost my train of thought. Fuck it. I really did. I lost my train of thought. Yeah. So games. Yeah. So they're going to get what they want either way. Again, women are animalistic, and I've made this point a million times. The way women date and have sex and choose mates and get into marriage and long-term relationships is absolutely animalistic. It's Darwinistic. Right? Survival of the fittest. The most fit male gets to pass his genes on, right? And so many men are just like, for some reason, proponents of this. They really like that. Oh, I get to pass my genes on. Yay. I'm like, what's the fucking point? Somebody made a message, or somebody made a comment on one of my videos, and they said something about that, and I was just like, I've never understood that. I've never understood why guys are so gung-ho about passing their genes on. Oh, it makes you feel alpha. Are you self-actualized because you have a baby? Like, I don't give a fuck. Here's what I want. I want a quality woman who loves me for me, not because I won the game and I won her hypergamy and I'm better than all the other guys, which is what so much fucking bullshit dating advice out there says. Oh, be the highest value guy she can get. Like, well, what if you're not? What if you're not? What if you're just like you're not that great looking, you don't have that great of a personality, you don't make that much money, oh, you just lost the game? Like, how shitty of a thing is it to say, oh, well, be the best she can get? There's always somebody better than you. That's retarded. No, how about you find somebody who really loves you for who you are despite your faults? That's my thing. That's what I want. If I ever have a kid, which is pretty unlikely at my age, and pretty unlikely with how I feel about women, and the fact that you just can't find a quality woman, I'll probably never find the woman that I actually would actually even consider having a baby with. okay? It would have to be a woman who loves me for me, and not because I fucking fulfilled her hypergamy and all that bullshit, right? So I've never understood it like, oh yeah, I just want to have a baby and I'm a real man because I got a baby. Like, fuck that. No, I don't want to take care of you. I don't give a shit if my genes pass on. You think the world needs my genes? I'm so egotistical that I need to pass my genes on to this world? Fuck out of here. Like, I don't give a shit. I don't care. There's 7 billion people on the planet. I'm so wrapped up in my own ego that I just need my last name to be passed on. Oh, it's a legacy. It's a generational legacy. Fuck out of here. Fuck off. I don't care about that shit. What I care about is quality kids. If I ever have kids, sure, there's something in me that wants to love kids. There's something in me that wants to have a kid in a sort of nurturing way and a loving way. If that ever happened, it's not because I want to pass my fucking legacy on, because I'm not that much of an egomaniac. I would want a kid for love purposes, to be able to raise a child in a proper environment with a proper mother who has morals, who didn't ride the cock carousel, who didn't have an OnlyFans, who didn't do porn, who didn't have 20 boyfriends before she met me, who wasn't chasing me because I fulfilled her hypergamy because my looks, money, and status was so great that she just couldn't fucking turn me down. I don't give a shit about any of that. You could keep all that bullshit, and if, in fact, it would be detrimental the way I feel about it. It would be detrimental if that happened, because then my child would be shallow like its mother. Its mother's fucking shallow. She didn't love me back when I didn't have anything. Now that I got rich, she loves me. Well, the child's going to be shallow just like the mother. No, I would want a woman who actually has value and who actually has morals, so that I could actually raise a child with value and morals, because the sins of the father and the sins of the parents are passed down to the child. Like mother, like daughter, like father, like son. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. That's real shit. Your genes and how shitty you are, how quality you are as a person, either one is going to get passed down to your kids a lot of times. Nature versus nurture. This is basic biology, basic psychology. How you're going to act how your parents act a lot of the time. Now, you can override that. It happens all the time. You can overrule it, but it's going to take a lot of work. A lot of times people are just playing life on easy mode. They're just playing life on autopilot. They're just going through the motions in life because they're just doing what their parents did. Oh, you did this. My mom did that. My dad did that. Well, I'm going to go do that. And it's like, it's fine for them. Unless you happen to have a fucked up parent who went to jail or who was a drug addict or some shit. Then you're going to try to make a concerted effort not to be like your parent, because you're like, oh shit, my parent was a fuck up. Now I got to not be like that, blah, 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 right? And you got to do all these things and adjust your life so that you're not a fuck up like your parents, which affects a lot of people. But actually, it makes a lot of people real. It makes you going through hardships makes you real. Anyway, I'm digressing. Women playing games doesn't really matter one way or the other as far as they're concerned, because the way they get into love is animalistic. The way they get into relationships and have sex and mate and all these things is animalistic. It's based on hypergamy. It's based on Darwinism, survival of the fittest. Sorry, I wasn't raised that way. Luckily, my parents gave me some values. Luckily, my mom taught me some things about God and life, and that there's something bigger than just fucking being a robotic, animalistic, cog in the wheel, brick in the wall, right? Be something different, stand out, do something different. Don't just be like your mom. Don't just be like your parents. Oh, I got time to go get married and procreate. Like, no, how about you find somebody really special instead of just, oh, well, this guy's got a nice job and he's the best guy I could get, so I guess I'll settle for him. I love him. Like, no, you don't. It's just a situationship. It's just a exchange of resources for intimacy. Talk about this in all my videos. But this is all part of the game, because she wants to test the waters, find the best guy for her. So she feels like she's got to play games. She's got to shit test. She's got to throw out all these loops and things for you to jump through. How often do you meet a real girl? How often do you meet a genuine girl? I was watching this video by Casual Bachelor. I like him. There's two channels I would recommend. One is Casual Bachelor. I like him. He makes a lot of commentary. He comments on videos and articles and things like that. I like Casual Bachelor. He's a kind of a MGTOW red pill guy. I like him. I like him better than Better Bachelor. Better Bachelor's okay. Like, you know, Donovan Sharp, Rollo Tomasi, these guys are okay, right? I like some guys who are a little bit more obscure. I like Casual Bachelor, and the other guy who's actually not that obscure because his channel is super popular. His name is or he calls himself Think Before You Sleep on YouTube. He's a great one. Go check out him. He makes very, very intelligent videos and commentary and things like that. Check out Think Before You Sleep and Casual Bachelor. Anyway, Casual Bachelor responded to this woman who, and I think it was like 3 days ago, he put out a video. This woman who put out a video called 9 Green Flags to Date a Woman. It's an interesting twist to so many of the same bullshit material over and over again. And I thought her list was actually pretty darn good. 9 green flags for why you should date a particular woman. And this is Casual Bachelor. So you can go on his channel on YouTube and find this video. Really good. And one of the biggest things she said was that the woman is just genuine. You know, how often is a woman genuine? She just genuinely says, she tells the truth. She says things how she actually feels. She's not playing a game. She's not coming at it from some kind of angle. And this is like, how rare is that? How often do you meet a girl who's just genuine? Yeah, I like you. I'm interested in you. I'm attracted to you. I would like to have sex with you, or I would like to date you, or I would like to, like, they're never like that. Never. They always got to position themselves as if they're the prize. You're the one chasing. You got to jump through all their hoops to get anything, whether it's sex or a relationship or love or whatever. You got to jump through all her hoops. You got to check off all her boxes. It's all about her. This is the game, man. This is the game. And the irony is women complain that men are players. Bullshit. You're the ones who are players. Women are far more players than men are ever players, because women are the ones who hold the power in the sexual market and the relationship market. Women are the ones who hold the power. Women are the ones who dictate the ebb and flow of how things go. Women are the ones who dictate the rules. Women are the ones who say yes or no. Women are the arbiters of the sexual and dating market. They're the ones who have the say. They have the power. Men just got to pick one. Okay, I like you, and I'm jumping through your hoops in order to get you. I got to do this or that, or I got to... It's never the other way around. Women are rarely, if ever, actually chasing men unless he's a celebrity, and then they'll fucking do anything, and they'll fucking stalk you. Because, you know, if you're a celebrity, that's just like a cheat code. That's like infinity lives or something if you're a gamer, right? If you're a celebrity, or you have social status, or you have wealth and social power somehow in some arena, I mean, they'll line up to fuck you. They'll line up to chase you. It's insane. And that's part of the game too. It's like, okay, you're going to go chase some guy that all the other girls are chasing, but you're not going to make one guy just special. You're not going to love one guy. You're just going to chase the guy that everybody else wants. And then they have the nerve to get mad that, oh, well, he's a player. Like, no shit. You wanted him, and so did everybody else. And what do you think he's going to do? Just choose you because you're that special? This is how warped their mentality is. This is how solipsistic their mentality is. You think he's just going to choose you? You're just so special, right? This is how they all think. They want the guy that all the other girls want, and then they want him to choose her above all. Like, how fucking egomaniacal are you? How sociopathic do you have to be to believe that? Not only that, it's just stupid. It's not even intelligent. It's not even rational or logical. Yeah, if he's a fucking celebrity and all the girls, he's going to be banging all of them, because men don't have that option. This is why guys even become celebrities in the first place. And then they get mad and say, well, guys are just playing games. Guys are just all players. Guys are just, you're just liars and cheaters. It's like, that's what you wanted. That's what you wanted. You didn't want plain Joey. You didn't want plain old Billy over there who's in scarcity mode and doesn't have any women chasing him, because that's lame. He's a loser, right? But I guarantee he would have loved you till he died. He would have loved you and never cheated on you until his deathbed. But you're gonna keep him in the corner until you're ready to settle down, right? You're gonna keep him in the corner until after you've exhausted your cock carousel card and your hypergamy, chasing all these bad chads, these rad chads who fucking get all the bitches, and then you get mad when Brad Chad isn't loyal to you, you illogical idiot. You know, it's like, come on, what do you expect? And you're the ones who are playing the games. It's not men. Men just benefit from it. Okay, he happens to be a rad Chad. He happens to be a famous guy, social status, got wealth, whatever, for whatever reason, life or God or whatever the fuck just blessed him, and he's got it going on, and you want him. What do you think he's going to do? You think he's not going to take advantage of that when he sees all the other average, frustrated chumps out here struggling in scarcity mode? Fuck no. He's going to be like, hey, I'm getting what these guys want, and I'm getting it for free. I don't even got to work for it. You think I'm going to be loyal to some rando woman who just wants to love? Like, it's so stupid. Right? So you're the ones who play the games, ladies. Ladies are the ones who play the games. Ladies are the ones who set all this bullshit up. And then they turn around and complain. And again, at the end of the day, like I said, there's always going to be some simp who's ready to fucking settle down, ready to move him in with his mortgage. Well, I'm just waiting for her to jump off the cock carousel, and then she's going to move in and marry me. Like, for real, like, this is what it always is in every old movie. It's conditioning too. It's social conditioning. The guy's always got to win the girl over. It's never the other way around. The guy's always got to win the girl over. The guy's always got to jump through her hoops and take her out and say all the right things at all the right times and be this high value guy, and then maybe she'll throw some pussy your way. Maybe she'll throw a crumpet of pussy your way, or maybe she'll decide to settle down with you if you're lucky. And then you gotta be, and this is what society expects. You gotta be damn fucking thankful for her. You gotta, treat her great, or else you're a misogynist, and be it, even though she's got a body count of 350 or some crazy shit, because she went out to the club every weekend for 10 years in her whole 20s and fuck some new guy. But you gotta treat her like she's just gold and she's just pristine. And I mean, come on, man. Like, the double standards are just insane. Like, this is what women set up. This is the games that women are playing. And then they expect us not to play games. They expect us not to, you got to put all your cards on the table. And what happens when we do put all our cards on the table? We're boring. They don't want us, right? This is what they want. This is what they really want. They just want every guy to have all the truths about him on display, and she can walk around like a fucking job fair and just, I like this job. I like this career. Maybe I'll go with this career. And they've got all their information on display on the table, and maybe I like this guy. I like this. This is what they want. What they don't like, or they claim they don't like, is the mysterious guy who, like, I just can't pin him down. Is he alpha? Is he beta? Is he high value? I can't tell. Or is he having a lot of sex? I just can't tell. Like, they don't like that. They're like, I don't like it when guys play games, but yet they still chase those guys. Those are the guys they chase. When guys put everything on the table, when we lay it all out there, they're like, nah, it's too easy. I don't like it. Or, you know what? Even though you're an attractive guy and I could see myself maybe being with you, I just don't like what you're putting on the table. I don't like all these offers. I don't like the lifestyle you'd give me. Let me go see what other guys are giving me. It's just like, this is how selfish these women are. And what are they? What are they? They're just sluts. They're just hoes out here who are just banging all the rad chads while you're at work trying to build a career, trying to build a life so you can maybe have a woman. What are they out doing? Fucking Chad, incurring debt, getting pregnant, becoming baby mamas, getting STDs, having abortions, right? Having trains ran on them, doing porn, doing OnlyFans, setting up fucking Twitter accounts for thirst so they can accumulate all the thirst and validation from the simps. I mean, come on, bro. Like, is that what you want? You want to wife a woman like that? Really? You want to settle down with a woman like that? I mean, they're the inventors of the games. Women are the original gamers, and yet they claim, I don't want a player. I don't want a guy who's playing games. Like, your whole life has been about playing games. No, you just want everything on a silver platter. You want everything exactly when you want. You don't want to work for anything. You don't want to put in any effort. You want everything to be done for you. And this is why I could never abide. This is why I could never abide with any woman of today, any modern woman, particularly no goddamn feminist. If anything, she'd have to be a trad con. But even these women are solipsistic and hella selfish. And they want a rich guy with a farm and a nice truck. And he's got to look like fucking Channing Tatum. And I mean, their standards are astronomical, right? You can't win, man. You really can't win. All right. Anyway, I think I'm going to leave it there. Appreciate you guys listening. It's been Jay Lee, Northwest Podcast. Peace.